What's on television? That looks familiar.
From Tamworth in New South Wales to Tansy in Queensland, from Melbourne to Adelaide, live across Australia, it's... Put your hands together and welcome the Young Talent Team. Say hi to Vince. Say hi to Danny. Get down, Mark. Cheer for Natalie. Let's hear it for Tim. And hello, Courtney. Welcome, Greg. Wow, wow, Juanita. And don't forget Joey. What a night. Here they come.
I never met a boy who makes me feel the way that you do. It's alright.
Whenever I'm asked to make my dreams real, I see that you do.
It's outside. So big, fine, oh, oh. Look out, baby, 'cause here I come. And I'm bringing you a love too. So get ready, so get ready. I'm gonna try and make you love too. So get ready, so get ready. 'Cause here I come. Get ready, 'cause here I come. On my way. Get ready, 'cause here I come. If you wanna play hide and seek with love, let me remind you, it's alright. The loving you're gonna miss every time it takes to find you. It's out of sight. So fiddly-dee, fiddly-dum. Look out, baby, 'cause here I come. And I'm bringing you a love too. So get ready, so get ready. I'm gonna try and make you love too. So get ready, so get ready. 'Cause here I come. Get ready, 'cause here I come. On my way. Get ready, 'cause here I come. All of my friends should want you to. I understand it. It's alright. Woke up to you before they do the way I planned it. It's out of sight. So fiddly-dee, fiddly-dum. Look out, baby, 'cause here I come. And I'm bringing you a love too. So get ready, so get ready. I'm gonna try and make you love me too. So get ready, so get ready. 'Cause here I come. Get ready, 'cause here I come. I'm on my way. Get ready, I come. Here I come.
And now, he's Johnny Young!
Help! Oh my goodness. There's things exploding all over the place. I've had such a big week, you know, a scary week in many respects because, by the way, hello Australia, welcome to Live Young Talent Time. What you're seeing is what you're getting. This is where we are right now at this moment, and I'm glad you're in your lounge room. And you'll be glad in just a few moments that you're in your lounge room too, because during the week I thought, you know, life is wonderful. I mean, it's not worth worrying about anything. No, you know, just have a good time, right?
Yep.
So I thought, well, you know, let me do something different. So I went out and I met a crocodile. This isn't. This is true. It's different.
Don't smile at
Yeah, I mean, I smiled at it and everything. As a matter of fact, I fed it, and I'm going to. We filmed it, and I'm right after the little break that we're going to have shortly. I'm going to show you this 10-foot crocodile.
Not in here.
He's great in Our Incredible Animals. And what else is happening?
Well, John, I get to do some magic with a very little young talent team.
Well, that sounds interesting. The little tiny little shrunken ones. Anything else?
And John, we have Hubert the Super Magician.
I really like, that's the thing, you know, because Rupert, he used to be our boss, he's not anymore. Hubert, the super magician's head is empty. Absolutely. And lots of other fun stuff. So let's dance, let's do the frog and women come back. We're going to have a look at that crocodile. Scary stuff, really basketball. In the track, do the
You got me running like a wheel on the road, turning round and round, nowhere to go. I've got to find out if you're feeling it too. It's hard to tell, so here's what I do. And every time I win more, I take you out on the floor. I make the dancing all night long. Yeah, I make the dancing all night long.
Leave some room for me. How you doing? Hey, good to see you all. While everybody settles down here, take a nice deep breath. Get nice and relaxed because... Come on in, Courtney. That was good fun. Got everybody in the right mood, didn't it? Yeah, you can just sit down there. Because you can... Sometimes when you get scared, you bite your fingernails, don't you?
Yeah, look, they're really bad.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Okay, hey, do you know, I nearly bit my fingernails this week because I went out and visited a crocodile, and you know that I even fed him with my own hands?
Really?
Yeah, with my own hands. He's an 11-foot crocodile, and he's amazing. I took a bunch of school kids out to the Ballarat Wildlife and Animal Park and Reptile Park, and it was really great, and we're going to show it to you now on Our Incredible Animals. Oh, that's scary. His name's Gator. This is Greg Parker, who's his caretaker, and he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's getting big. He's 10 years old and he's about 3 metres long now, John.
Tell us a little bit of history about the crocodile. They've been around a long time, haven't
Well,
they?
they've been around since the dinosaurs, and as you can see, they're just such a beautiful design. He's got a lot of adaptations that help him be successful in the water. Like, for instance, the valve on the end of his nostril. You notice how it's raised up on the end, a little disc on the end of his snout. It's opening and closing as the water touches it. His eyes are raised up, and his ears, see that small slit just behind his eye? They're all in a nice straight line, so that when he lifts his head above the water, that's all it needs to show. There's even a dip in his snout that stays underwater, so he's just perfectly designed. He's got armour plating on his back, so when another animal bites him on the back, the teeth can't penetrate those little bones under, just like the tortoise's shell. They're called. He's got a very powerful tail for swimming. He's also got webbed hind feet, and he can hold his breath for a long time. In fact, a crocodile this size, about 3 metres long, would probably hold his breath on average for about an hour and a half.
Why hasn't he changed in the 200 million years that he's been around?
Well, other animals changed and they disappeared, they became extinct, but he just seemed to have hit on a good design that was, you know, perfect. He's got a tremendous brain. Probably that's his...
He seems to follow you around. I mean, he knows what you're doing?
Yeah, he can recognise me above everybody else. So being an animal that's on display, he gets used to seeing a lot of people. He gets used to hearing a lot of noises, and he wouldn't pay any attention to those. He'd block them out out. You can't hear them. When I first got him, he was only about 10 inches long, and crocodiles in captivity can become very fat and lazy. So I've always made mine exercise for their food by making them jump up for it. So every bit of food he's ever had off me, he's had to work very, very hard for it and use up a bit of energy, and he's grown very, very well.
Tell me a little bit about the crocodile itself. How often does he eat?
Well, they don't eat an awful lot. Their metabolism's much slower than ours, possibly five or six times slower than our metabolism. For instance, his heartbeat would beat at about 30 beats per minute on average, and your heartbeat would be around, 70, 75. So he's got a much slower metabolism. He's got a very efficient digestive system. He can utilise the food he eats very well. And I suppose a 3-metre crocodile, or a little bit over 3 metres, might eat one chicken, say, one bird the size of a chicken in a week.
And they never stop growing all their life, I heard.
No, reptiles generally grow all their lives, although they grow very quickly to maturity, which is around, for the male crocodile, would be about 3 to 4 metres long. A crocodile that would be 5 metres long could be 80 to 100 years. We don't really know how long they live, but probably around 80 to 100 years would be a reasonable estimation.
Yes, well, that was quite an incredible bite. He's got such a powerful jaw, I can't believe it. Thank you very much, Greg, for allowing me to do that. He certainly is one wonderful creature and another one of our exciting episodes of Our Incredible Animals.
Okay, now it's time for the team to rock with a croc. Yes, here's Juanita, Tim and Danny.
I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. When Susie wore her dresses tight, crocodile rocking was out of sight. I never knew me a better time, and I guess I never will. When Susie wore her dresses tight, crocodile rocking was out of sight.
Hey! It is a Mad World. Are you having a good time? Thank you for coming in. Hi, kiddies. Brand new Young Talent Time fans too. Okay, speaking of Mad Worlds, who's the maddest? Who's the craziest? Yes, they're saying Hubert, because there is only one and only maddest man in the whole world of television, Hubert the Super Magician!
and give me a hand. Come here, Vinny. You all like Vinny? Huh?
Good to see you.
Oh, hello. I need someone from the audience. Do you know that? Watch this. I'll go and get them. Come on out of your seat. Come on, quick. Come on. Come this way. This way. Give me a hand. Well, what's your name?
Cara.
Cara. Helen, what's your name?
Matthew.
Hello, Matthew.
Hi, Cara. Hi, Matthew.
A big thrill for you two. Meet Vinny.
Hello.
Hey! Hey! Now, what have I got here for you, Vinny? Look at this. 2 pieces of rope. You see that? Now, Cara, you hold on to those 2. Now, I'm going to cut Vinny in half.
Very nice.
Which would you like, the hard way or the easy way?
The easy way.
Well, I was going to do it the hard way with the saw. What's the saw? Hey, don't need that now, do we? Now, I've got my wand here. Now, Vinny, you hold the wand up there.
Okay.
Right. Now, you see I've got 2 cords here, and everything is exact. You can let go now, just let the ends go. And I equal them up, you see. Now, what I'm going to do is tie a knot around the wand, right? And you're watching this. See that I don't do anything wrong there?
that's
Hold
fine.
that. Hold that, Cara. And let the wand go. This trick is called rushing to school and leaving a coat on the clothesline trick. What we got to do is get his coat off, hey? Now, watch this. We put the coat on the clothesline. Could you put the 2 cords down that hole there? Down the sleeve. I'll put them down for you and you get them when they come out. Look.
Magic. No, not yet.
And you'll never guess what? Empty! Empty! Oh,
You're empty.
Oh, no. Now, down the sleeve. 2 cords down the sleeve. You see what we're doing here? Now, because Vinny's having this trick done on him...
It's a brand new coat. Please don't
Oh,
break it.
all right. He might learn how it's done. So I'm going to swear you in as a temporary honorary magician.
Okay.
Raise your right hand, Vinny, and repeat after me. If I happen to see
If I happen to see
how this trick is done,
how this trick is done,
I won't tell Johnny Young.
I won't tell Johnny Young. That's good.
Now, because you're a learner, we'll just put that there. Learning how to do the trick, see? Now, there's the coat threaded through the 2 sleeve. Now, you can put the coat on now because here comes your bus and your coat's on the clothesline. But being a temporary magician, you can rush out and put your coat on while it's still on the clothesline. Now, with the power of the wand, a gust of wind comes and ties him in a bit of a knot. Just 1 cord from each end.
Okay.
Doesn't matter which one. Just relax, Vinny. Just relax your arms. That's
Calm
right.
down, it's cool.
We tie him up now. Now, hold the cords real tight there. Now, I pull the wand out, leaving the knot, and the cords will now pass right through his body,
Fine.
through his coat, through his ribs. You ready? Hey!
How'd you do that?
Thank you for having me again, and thank these 2 little people here. And remember, make sure that your life is never empty.
Nice. Welcome back wherever you are in Australia. You're watching us live in Brisbane, in Sydney, in Melbourne, and in Adelaide. It's a real pleasure to have you with us, and I know the girls and boys are going to enjoy this next segment because it's been 50, I can't believe this, it's been 50 years since the film of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs
was produced by the Disney organization, and it was one of the most beautiful cartoon features that was ever produced, and it was produced 50 years ago, and it's back in the cinemas right now with a brand new sound and cinemascopic viewing, and it's just absolutely marvelous. And so we've got a little bit of it for you to look at too, coming up right now. Here it is.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's home from earth we go. Hi-ho, 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 it's home from earth we go.
I like it here.
Does it? The Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs story is wonderful, and we've got our very special tribute to that wonderful milestone of 50 years of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs for you on Young Talent Time tonight. And we've got some very, very special effects that you're just going to love. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our Young Talent Time tribute to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Greg, and I think it's not fair that this person sneezes on me and just doesn't care.
Sorry. Now stop your coughing, Courtney, and get in line. You see, Doc helping bashful, but Happy's always feeling fine. I'd mentioned Dopey, but I just don't think it could run. So now let's get on our way so we can finish the story in time.
I'll give you this poison apple to eat, and then you'll see I just can't be beat. Look, over the brook. There's a prince over there just like in this book. Oh, Dopey, you're so silly. That's the handsome Prince Vinny.
I'm bashful, I know, but Snow White is beginning to glow.
She's liked him all along, and I just know she's about to sing a song.
My prince will come someday. I'll find my love, and how thrilling that moment will be.
you listen to me, I think you should take a sample.
Okay, of this apple, I'll take a bite. Gee, I'm feeling so sleepy. I'll just say good night.
Oh.
Only a handsome prince can save her now.
You called?
Oh, wow!
My kissing shall awaken.
Oh, yuck! I think this is my exit.
So all of you need not hurt. Just be happy and whistle while you work.
Sometimes you end up with a fight. But we'll be back after this commercial break.
A lot of the boys and girls wanted to know who was the witch, who played the witch, because it was all the young talent team playing the different parts in the Snow White story you've just seen. Who played the witch? Could you pick who the witch was? Danielle. It was Danielle. See, Clancy?
Yeah, and I was bashful.
Were you?
Yeah. Couldn't you tell?
Yeah, you're always bashful. You're the most well-behaved koala that I know.
Oh. No, you don't know me then, do you?
Have you entered the Dream World competition yet, Clancy?
No, not yet.
We've had a lot of mail, actually, because we've got two competitions running at the same time at the moment. One, of course, is the Michael Jackson competition, where you've got to write in and give us the name of that thrilling album, that thrilling album that Michael Jackson had as his biggest selling album. Don't give it away now.
No.
And, of course, there's 25 double passes for kids right around Australia to come and join the Young Talent team and yours truly to see Michael Jackson, which will be fantastic.
Yeah.
And the other competition, which is rolling right along, we're getting a lot of entries, is to write in 25 words or less your dream and send it to the My Dream competition, care of the station you're now watching. And if you win, you get to go to Dream World for a weekend, all expenses paid, and join the Young Talent team up there, which is pretty exciting too, isn't it?
Yep.
You ever seen a telephone like this before?
Oh, wow. Spider-Man.
It's a Spider-Man telephone, yeah, and it's the only one of its kind in Australia. And it works, too, because we're about to call somebody somewhere in Australia. And who are we calling? It's a Victorian number we're calling this week. Sharon Hertzfield of Victoria, and she's 7 years old. And her number is... You want to help me? Which hand works? I know he fell out of a tree.
That's the one.
Why did the koala fall out of the tree? Have you heard that? That's awful. I'm not going to say it.
Too many gum leaves.
Yeah, too many gum leaves. That's funny. You're cute. I hope Sharon's home. This is live. And she'd be watching us live, so she's probably looking now and running to the phone.
Hello?
Hello, is Sharon Hertzfield home, please?
Yes, this is B.
Ah, hi, Sharon. You sound like you've got a cold.
No?
No? Ah, you just running out of breath because you were watching Young Talent Time?
Yes.
Good. You enjoying the show?
Yes.
What about that crocodile? Did it scare you?
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it was scary for me. It was 11 feet long. That's a pretty long crocodile, isn't it?
Sure
Clancy?
is.
You want to say hello to Sharon, Clancy?
Yeah.
Here she comes.
Hi, Sharon. You enjoying the show?
Yep.
Oh, good. Well, back to John then. I'm getting embarrassed. Stop it.
Okay. Sharon, what would you like to hear from the team as your request?
Sugar-free.
Good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the team are going to bop it for you right now. Thanks for writing in, and it was lovely to talk to you, Sharon. Say goodbye to Clancy.
Bye.
Bye. Here comes the team for you, Sharon, and they're sugar-free.
Chapter C.
In the daylight, life in a dream.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Yeah, I'm so glad, baby, that I'm not like you.
Fire in your head, finger in your bed. $200 seeds face go red.
Lost in a world where nothing is nothing.
Break piggy bank, gotta get another hit though. Oh, my little me. Oh, we're sugar free. Oh, those are me. Permanent breaking down. Oh, my little me. Oh, we're sugar free. Oh, you never want me. Permanent breaking down. Oh, my God, baby, take you higher. Every day is meant to take you higher.
A memory of what used to be.
Oh, my lemony. Oh, we're sugar free. Oh, you never wanna be permanent breaking down.
Good one. That was for you, Sharon. And now we travel to New South Wales for Gary, Gabriella, Nicoloska, and here's Joey and Courtney.
That's the bottom line. Yeah, you have a lot of fun, don't ya? And living with you is a ball all the time. Hey, beauty, when the moon gets you down, your bottom lips are dragging on the ground. It's when I gotta play the clown for ya. Like I'ma make you kick your blues. Naughty angel, where did you hide your wings? Your love shines over my horizon. Slice of heaven, white moonlight over my horizon. Slice of Naughty angel, where did you hide your wings? Your love shines over my horizon. Slice of heaven, one moonlight over my horizon. Slice of heaven, your love shines over my horizon. Slice of heaven, white moonlight over my horizon. Slice of heaven.
That was for you, Gabriella, and all our friends in New South Wales. And next, another one for New South Wales for Sharon Perrin of Springlands. And she's only 4 3/4. Here's Juanita to sing, Believing in the Beat.
I believe in the way I feel. When I'm dancing, it seems like everything's alright. I believe in the beat, and nothing can keep me down. Just as long as I hear that sound coming through the night.
I don't know
request skits and keep sending those letters in because we love to get them from you. And when we come back, we take a behind-the-scenes look at the intimate life of one of the young talent team. Whoa! Well, this is exciting because we've got a big closing and something special coming up. But before we do, this Danielle, she goes from the bizarre to the bizarrest, doesn't she? Take a look at these fingernails, folks.
I love them.
Do you really
they're
like
called
it?
Smarties and hundreds and thousands. You can
Did you
almost
do-
eat them.
Did you do that?
No, a friend at Top Coat did.
Yeah?
Jimmy, thank you, Jimmy.
And what does he do? Does he paint it black and then put all the spots on it?
Yeah, and he
They're
says,
real
what are we going to
they're
do
real
this week?
fingernails.
Don't mind them, don't mind them.
That's
They
cute.
are real.
Yeah.
Except everyone says, oh, they're fake, aren't they?
Yeah, no, they're real. And you're growing yours, so you
I'm
can do
growing
that
mine.
too.
I'll show you when they're growing.
Oh, I'll show you mine when they're growing too. I don't bite my fingernails.
Good.
Now I've got an excuse to grow them.
Yeah. How's Joey doing? Is he doing okay?
Yeah.
Joey's our latest member of the team, of course, and the older
It's a bit
members of the
difficult
team.
when you start, though.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? Amazing things happen when you start in Young Talent Time because you've got to learn so much. I mean, as a matter of fact, let me show you this little bit of behind-the-scenes look at Joey getting into trouble of this video.
She's so fine, fine, fine. She's so fine, fine, fine. She's so fine, yeah, 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 yeah. She's so fine, fine, fine. She's the finest girl you ever want to meet.
Yeah, Joey, that's really good. Could we do it one more time and just see what you can do about getting up to the notes a bit better, okay? Here we go.
After vocals, it's off to the makeup room to make him look very professional. Ah, great. Wrong hat. And then it's off to the wardrobe department. Because we're a live program, he has to change very, very fast. Now, wardrobe lady Barbara makes sure he looks just right most of the time. No, Joey, wrong hat. No, Joey, wrong shoes. No, Joey, wrong coat. Now, they're the girls' shoes, Joey. He's learning, however, and the one thing that he has got is a terrific personality, and he's a great kid, and he's going to develop, I hope, just like our other Joey that we had on Young Talent Time, who's now called Joe, of course, Joe Peroni. But here he comes. Joey D, centre stage with Repetit for you. Here's Joey.
She's so fine, fine, fine. She's so fine, fine, fine. She's so fine, yeah, 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 yeah. She's so fine, fine, fine. She's really sweet, the finest girl you ever want to meet. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Roo-wee-tee, the finest girl you ever want to meet. Well, have you ever seen a girl from so you get from the fight or die for pretty gun? She's so fine. She's so fine. She's really sweet, the finest girl you ever want to meet. Well, she really feels the cold from her head to toe. I want the world to know. I love her so. She's alright. She's alright. She's alright. She doesn't need anything at night. The finest girl you ever want to meet. tutti frutti, my love, my love. But baby, beauty, she's alright. She's got what it takes. She's got what it takes to make me she really rates. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, the finest girl you ever wanted to meet. The finest girl you ever wanted to meet. The finest girl you ever wanted to meet. She's alright. She's alright. She's alright. She doesn't mean anything at night. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, the finest girl you ever wanted to meet.
Clancy! What John Brown said about koalas is true. You're beautiful. Beautiful. He is just lovely. I'd like to... I'm sorry. It's been a fun show tonight, and I'd like to say a very special thank you to our super special guest star, Hubert the Super. Good on you, Hubert. And a special thanks to Greg Parker at the Ballarat Wildlife and Reptile Park, because that crocodile was really something, wasn't he? And those big leaps, he's really trained him well. I'd like to say a very special cheerio to all our friends watching in the Northern Territory of Australia, because we have a lot of places in the Northern Territory where we watch Young Talent Time, where they watch Young Talent Time, particularly up in Darwin, and hopefully we'll be coming to Darwin at about Christmas time. So Darwin, look out for Young Talent Time, and thank you for enjoying us every week. We certainly love being a part of your community there too. And a very special mention of the Michael Jackson competition, which is closing soon, so get your mail in and let us know. And next week, the team go to jail. Heavy. That's heavy. That's all I want to say, and we learned something very special about China, and of course, all your favourite requests and lots of other fun too. So on behalf of our sponsors, McDonald's, good night, Australia.
In Sydney and in Melbourne, Johnny Young and the cast choose to stay at the Southern Cross Hotel. Our weekly Young Achiever shares in the McDonald's Scholarship Fund. Our Young Achiever of the Year flies Qantas, the Spirit of Australia, to the United States or Europe. Young Talent Time is a television house production for Network 10 Australia. Gavin Wood speaking.